All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Okay, so I'm gonna do one final. I wanted to put a whole video on this, on the WNBA drama and just how the reason why it will never work. The reason why the WNBA will never be profitable and it will never work unless there is beyond drastic changes. I mean, the whole mentality of what it is would have to change. Okay, so the first thing, and again, I have two successful businesses. So the first thing that when you're even trying to deal with business in general, I'm just gonna give you guys the basics of, so you can kind of see like why it doesn't work on a shallow scale and then a deeper scale. But the first thing with any product you have, unless it's just premium, like costs so much that you can sustain a niche market, the first thing you need to have is mass use. Mass use, meaning you're appealing to a large part of the population, right? When you're dealing with the NBA, it works just as a product because men are naturally competitive. Men naturally want to compete. Men grow up playing sports and loving sports, and we're just competitive by nature. Men and women are not the same. No matter how hard the world tries to convince us as of that, numbers don't lie. If men and women were the same, the WNBA be packed with crazed fans just like the NBA is, and they be just as good as the men are. We're just not the same. There's females, there's males, and they're different, and that's okay. The reason the NBA works as a product as a whole, just as if you were just to sell it without all the superstars, just sell the product. Okay, so you have every man on earth, basically, let's say, and I'm talking in generals by far and large, as I know there's always exceptions. I hate the, oh, but I know this, or oh, but this. Yeah, okay. Since sometimes this happens, some people win the lotto, so go buy lottery tickets, bitch. Maybe you'll win. Take your life savings and put it on the lottery ticket. Somebody won. It's because you always want to be a not everybody motherfucker. Anyways, by far and large, 95% of men grow up playing sports, like sports, are competitive. So it's appealing to almost all men on earth, which is a lot of fucking people. As a sub part of that, it also appeals to some of the women because some women grow to like sports, whether they grow up in a sports household, grow up with brothers, their man likes it, so they watch it. So it naturally will, typically, strong men especially, if they love sports, their woman as a byproduct will watch sports too and become fans of whatever they are, and it just works. It appeals to a lot of people. The WNBA is only appealing to, first of all, women. Women don't like sports by far and large, guys. I know I like sports. I'm a woman, bitch. I know that. I'm talking 99% of you. I know you're the exception, special bitch. But 99% of women, they don't like them. They don't have no interest in them. They maybe grow up playing soccer, then they outgrow it very quickly. Most of them aren't competitive. Most of them don't want to compete. Most of them don't have interest in it. They just don't like sports that much, and that's okay. But you have a product that's trying to appeal just to women. Then of the women, it's just the 1% of women who actually care and would actually watch a full game, which I can honest to God say I don't know personally in my life, and I have a large family. I don't know one woman who watches a single sport, and I am being honest to God. My mom, my aunts, my cousins, my sisters, my wife, my in-laws, I don't know a single one of them who watches this, who has ever watched a sport game or asked me, did I see the game? None. So you're not only appealing to women who don't care about sports, then you're only appealing to the 1% that actually care, and that's your whole market. So just off the use space, you need large use reach. There's nobody there. You're appealing to no one. Therefore, the only way this business can work, even if I'm running it and I'm looking at it, the only way this business can work is if you start appealing to men. You have to bring in men viewers because men are the ones who like sports, are passionate about sports, who analyze sports. Men love sports. Men love competing. The only way this product succeeds is with the help of men. You have to appeal them and you have to get them to watch. That's the first goal of anyone looking at this. Like, you got to get men viewers. You have to. Because if men watch, then their women watch, then their friends watch. You have to appeal to men, period. So let's start there. So is there any incentive, though, as a guy to watch the WNBA? Any incentive at all to watch a bunch of women, and most of them look like fucking dudes, and they're wearing basketball shorts, and they are just terrible, going 3 for 30, and basically you're watching a person who looks like LeBron but is a woman and is 1/1000th as good at the game. So there's literally just there's just no incentive to watch it. Why would I watch it? If I could go watch Caitlin Clark or LeBron James, why the fuck would I go watch Caitlin Clark? There's no incentive to do it. And so I say all this to say the product as a whole, it just doesn't make sense. It's a bad product. If it were anything else, it wouldn't work. It'd have gone to zero already. They're losing millions of dollars every year. And the truth, if you guys, honest to God, want to know like the true history of it that no one's gonna say but me, I'll just be honest with you. When the league was started in '96, people did not want to invest in this. When they were raising money to start the WNBA, nobody wanted to do that. Men were like, why the fuck would I invest in a women's sports league? No. So all them bitches who wanted to start the WNBA went out there and they sucked a bunch of people off and got some money. We're just gonna call it what it is. We're gonna be brutally honest. So they raised money. That was how women raised money. So they got some, and then it lost money. Then they went out there again, and it's fine. Here's $1 million. Here, take my investment. And then they raised more money. Then eventually it just kept failing, and so when that happens, investors are like, okay, I'm not putting money in this thing. It's not working. The product sucks. It doesn't work. Why would anyone want to watch WNBA? We can watch NBA. So it failed. So then bitches went over to the owners of the NBA and they said, and the fucking owners of the NBA were like, okay, look, we'll save you from failing. We'll buy half of the WNBA. So the NBA now owns half of the WNBA. You got to trust me, there are some women putting in a lot of work, a lot of blowjobs to make this shit get to where it is today. And so they own half the WNBA, and then the WNBA itself, the 12 teams, own the other half of the WNBA. So it's 50% owned by the NBA, and they continue to put money because, trust me, there's women out there keeping these guys happy to keep pouring money into the WNBA to keep it afloat. That's how business actually works. Okay? If you guys want me to be brutally honest, but anyways, that's for another day. The point is, and the point I'm trying to make here is, if this were any other product, it wouldn't be working. It would have been gone to zero, but it keeps getting bailed out. Okay. And most of the time when you have products like this that are woman owned and predominantly women and they're getting bailed out, it's because there's a guy who has an interest. Blowjobs. But anyways, back to the main point. There's no incentive for men to watch the goddamn WNBA at all. There's no reason to watch Caitlin Clark over LeBron James. So what do you do? How do you fix this issue? Well, we've already identified the core problem is period. As much as women seem to act like they desperately hate men these days, they need them badly. You have got to bring male viewers. So how do you do that? If I'm looking at this as a businessman, the first thing I'm doing is you got two routes you can take. I think one's much better than the other because one is a guaranteed success. I'm going to start with the worst route. The worst route, but it still may work, is right now you have two players who are extremely popular and all over the media. You have Caitlin Clark and you have Angel Reese. The first things you could do is try to keep it like a serious business, and you could plaster their faces everywhere and build up drama with them and get them to actually work together. Fly them out everywhere, put the players in Motel 8s and flying coach, cut costs and grind, and let these two be like the founders of the WNBA. Have Caitlin Clark doing meet and greets every time she's not playing. Have Angel Reese doing meet and greets every time she's not playing. Have them doing interviews and press 24/7. Work these bitches to the bone, build as much publicity as you can, then go to every sports book and partner with them and give 50% boost, 100% boost. Some type of incentivize these males to spend their money on WNBA and watching it and get them talking about it. Get some big ass parlay boosts where guys will start sharing these big ass slips on the internet. Get it going and get guys watching and putting money on it. That's one way. And that may work. It's risky though, because it still might flop. I mean, they lost money this year, and you got to fire the current woman running it. You need to get a ruthless businessman in there. You have to. The woman running is not working. So that's one route. The other route, the most profitable, and what I think is the path with least resistance, the one that would make the most sense to me, is you need to hammer incentivizing men to go to games and watch them. First thing I do is free alcohol for all men at the games, free beer or dollar beers for any man at the game. If you are a male, born a male, you get $1 beer or free beers at every WNBA game. Just doing that will incentivize them to take their lady to one, take their daughter to one, go out and watch one maybe with their girlfriend. I doubt that. But that would be a start. It would increase the male viewership massively if they could have just something to, because I don't want to watch these bitches. If my wife came to me like, hey, let's go to the WNBA game, I'll be like, no. If she said they're giving free beers, I'll say, all right, come on, we'll go watch it. Like, literally, it would, I'm telling you, times that effect by millions, you'd increase viewership a lot. Then do something incentivizing it. Do wet t-shirt halftime shows. And have a bunch of hot waitresses around like it's Twin Peaks or Hooters. I'm dead serious. Make it a place where men show up, guys. Men go to Twin Peaks all the time. It's not for the food. It's a bunch of bad bitches walking around serving you, so men go there. There's titties out, there's asses out. It's a fun time. You get drinks. They need to make it something where guys actually want to go. They need to make it where it's like, hey, I got 4 of my homeboys, and hell, if they gave free beers, had a wet t-shirt halftime show, and had hot waitresses, I'd take people there for a business dinner, and we just watch the game and hang out, drink beer, and bet on the game while we're there, and eat food and watch. It'd be a place to go and actually kind of enjoy. They have to do. It will never work. No guy wants to go watch a woman who looks like a dude run around and play basketball worse than all the dudes who already play in the NBA. It's literally, there is absolutely no reason to do it. None. There's got to be some type of incentive. There's got to be some reason. There has to be some way. You've got to bring guys to watch the game. You have to. Husbands get in free. Men get in free. Half price tickets for guys. Free beers for guys. Model halftime show. Wet t-shirt halftime show. Feature the waitresses. Show that they walk around and serve and they look good. Something to bring guys there. Because you guys can say whatever you want, but it just is what it is. Most successful businesses, there's a bunch of hot women and guys like going there. It just is what it is. Because if you're like, I ain't fucking doing that, that's disrespectful. Okay, then I'll go watch LeBron, bitch. Okay, so then flop. It makes no difference to us, but you're gonna have to swallow some pride and start appealing to guys. So you got to get guys into watching these games. Otherwise, it will just continue to fail. The main problem with it is there's no mass use case. No, you're only appealing to such a small percentage of people. And then it's a percent of a percent of a percent. That shit never works, ever. And it's cheaper than NBA. It's like a premium product. It's cheaper. So it's just doomed to fail unless they start appealing to men. That is it. It's period. That is the only way this business will work. I think they've already blew the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. I don't think they took proper advantage of it. I don't think that's going to pan out. And it may come to this, but it may not. And let's be honest, guys, you can be like, well, what, they're not, and make the players play in volleyball attire. I'm dead serious. I'll go to a volleyball game right now. Make them play in some guys, and that's so disrespectful. Guys, have you seen Angel Reese outside of a ball game? Her ass cheeks are out. What difference does it make? Play like that. Have some people want to come watch just to see you. Creeps, hell, make them super fans. I don't give a fuck what you got to do. This is business and you're trying to make it work. They need to change them damn uniforms, put them in some tight shit, make them actually look like women, free beers to guys, half price tickets for guys, a group of 5 guys, business meetings or some shit, give them free beer the whole night. I don't fucking know. Another great idea would be floor seats, like sitting on the floor. Guys get half price on floor seats. That way, men will, you know what? Fuck it. We get beer, we can go sit on the floor, and then you can have the media watching the game and showing all the guys drinking and the hot waitresses serving them. There's ways to fix this. But how it's being ran right now, it's never going to work. And you guys can say, oh, men are pigs. Okay, fine, flop. But it will never be a serious product because the NBA is just always going to be better. So you have 2 options. Swallow your pride, just like the co-founders of the WNBA did, or flop. That's the options they have. And guys, I'm right. I'm 100% right. So that's it. Last video I'll ever make on it. I'm not going to talk about them anymore. That's how you fix it. We've got to start incentivizing guys to go. I'm telling you right now, free beers, hot waitresses, and maybe a profit boost on during the week. And I'd bring a group of guys to watch the damn game. But there has to be incentive to go and do it. Period.